this sort of increased exponentially during the COVID-0 lockdowns, right? Like, what was it, the system with which you had to show a pass for basic access to a grocery store, things like that? Maybe enlighten us as to how that works.
So you had, there were 3 colored code, and maybe I think Nathan is much better suited to give this answer, but depending on the color you'd get, it would give you either the ability to move around or you'd be restricted. But Nathan, maybe you can elaborate on that.
Well, I can say that there was globally a lot of the same idea related to COVID, and like motivated by like, we need to track,
you know, we need to process trace our way out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Was that the phrase?
Yeah. My wife is
contact trace. Sorry, process trace. Yeah. Process trace, I think, is a political science term that I'm now remembering from my
contact trace.
My failed academic career.
And the way China implemented was very predictable and powered and easy to turn on based on the other systems already in place, right? And they already had a culture of QR codes. They already had a system for facial recognition. All of the tech there, and there's no regulations to stop it. In the US, we actually had a pretty active debate and feedback around, as much as Google and Apple wanted to quickly move to do contact tracing and to turn it on for everyone, there was pushback, and you could turn it off, and it wasn't automatically enabled. And in cases where it was, I think there's lawsuits now saying, well, you shouldn't have done that because that goes too far. Europe also had some of these issues relating to, should this be open code? Should we all, should it be open source code when it comes to these sorts of systems? So in this case, yeah, China took the opportunity, the space, to ramp up systems that we'd been worried about for quite a long time, and that we had only seen for applied to the Uyghur Muslim population, right, in Xinjiang. Tibetans hadn't seen it yet. Uyghurs had already had what I call the police state app, which I think Human Rights Watch of others has researched on. Essentially, it's rather than having to surveil just from the network, like the mobile carrier, you just put an app on someone's phone, like many people experience with their employers in the US, where they can kind of see everything you're doing. The state now required physical app presence on your phone, right?
Interesting.
And so it's just an extension of something that had been tested on the Uyghurs and then expanded.
Yeah.